Hello and welcome to Oscoe. Today I filmed our Costco haul from Monday, July 11th. We also had some Luna bars come in the mail this week from our subscribe and save. And I'll put a link down below to the Luna bars that we buy at Amazon. We actually found that they're the best deal at around $1 a bar. We had to go to Costco. I needed some snacky stuff for school, for camp lunches, and we've been out of rice and a couple of other things that I forgot to buy, like butter and Brussels sprouts, and we're almost out of olives. So we ended up going to the store on Monday and spending more than I was hoping to. We're definitely going to have a struggle to keep our grocery budget low again this month. I think a lot of that is due to the fact that we're not getting free lunches from the school. So that's definitely affected us. So thanks for watching.
Hello and welcome to Oscoe. Today is July 14th, I think, but I'm filming the Costco stuff that I got on Monday, July 11th. It's been a crazy busy week this week. Thought I would have more time because both my kids are in camp, but guess what? No, I have less time. I don't know how with them gone, but I've been doing a lot of cleaning and I went swimming yesterday. It was beautiful and gorgeous, and I had a great time with a friend. So I think that self-care is also really important. So our Costco total ended up being $202.85. These Luna bars we bought, put them in here just because they came this week. We have like a subscribe and save for Luna bars. They were about $25. I think it was $24.99 to be exact, which I like to buy them at $1 or less a bar. So. And I like Luna bars because they're gluten-free and they are also dairy-free. And some of them are not nut-free, but the lemon zest and the chocolate peppermint stick are definitely nut-free. I found that I have one kid that has a really limited amount of food that they eat, and having a Luna bar once every day or two, some sort of protein bar, really helps get the protein in there and makes them less cranky. So it's also why I bought so much jerky. This is a lot of jerky, and I never really buy this much, but my kids are in these really active camps this week, and they need protein. So I bought a bunch of jerky, and that's probably why my Costco total was insanely high at $200 for just this stuff. So I'll go through everything, and yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So these Golden Islands, as you can see, we have already eaten probably half of this just from camp this week. So I really had to go. We ran out of the Golden Island ones. So I bought 2 of those, and they were, the Golden Island ones were $17.99. So there's 12 in each one, a little over $1, maybe $1.50 or so for each. The Obori Oberto ones were $16.99. And these ones, not all of these are gluten-free. So that's why the Golden Island ones are gluten-free, and actually they're really, really tasty. So I will have these sometimes, like if we go hiking. But these ones are not. I think the teriyaki is the one that's not gluten-free. So you got to watch out, because sometimes they'll have packs like this where some of them are gluten-free, but some of them are not. Because I think this teriyaki one has, it has soy sauce in it. So the soy sauce is, if don't have celiac, soy sauce, I'm pretty sure most celiac people know that, but soy sauce does have gluten in it. And then I bought these chomps just to try. These are gluten-free. They're certified, which is better. I don't know, they looked pretty good. They were mild. My kids don't like spice, and honestly, neither do I. Let's see. These ones were $16.99 for 12. And then these ones are really good. These steak strips, but they're not individually wrapped. So this would be something that I would take like hiking or something. And this was on sale. So these were about a little over $10. I can't do math in my head. It was $15.49 with $4.60 off. I think they were 10 something, like $10.30 or something like that for these Larissa's steak things, which are pretty good. So I did get some of those. I only brought one butter out. Ooh, come on, steak strips. But I did get 2 of these. We were almost out of butter. I realized on Sunday we had just one pack left, and we used half of it on Sunday night to make chocolate chip cookies because, chocolate chip cookies are the best. And this butter was $13.39, and I feel like butter has gone up in price. But I will be honest, I have not bought it since probably January. So I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and if I can find my receipts from January to figure out how much they were. So I don't remember. I feel like they were usually around $10 and not $13. So, but I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you have noticed like the Costco butter going up a lot, because we tend to buy 2 and then not buy it for 6 months, and I don't remember. I can't remember prices that far out. So I went to a different Costco this time. Another thing I wanted to note is I went to a different Costco than our normal Costco. Because my kids are in camp. They're in camp much farther south than I am, so I went to one that was actually my old home Costco. I hadn't been there in years, and it's like you enter on the opposite side. It was very disorienting for me to enter on the wrong side and go the opposite direction. But I noticed that they had a lot of blank spaces in their upper shelves. And they also had much smaller, like they crammed more stuff in. And I don't know if it's because it's a smaller Costco than the one I normally go to. But, dogs. So as I was saying, they had like smaller displays, right? So instead of like at my normal Costco, the butter display, I don't know if you know the freezers, there's like the doors, right? The butter display is like one full door, floor to ceiling is the unsalted, and then there's another full door that's the salted, and then there's another full door that's like the Kerrygold or whatever the Irish butter that they carry now. I don't remember if it's Kerrygold or Costco brand, right? This Costco, it was like one door in the freezer section would have 3 or 4 different products, and they would be smaller displays, right? Instead of 6 or 7 butters across, it would be 1 or 2, and then there would be another item on the top shelf, and then the second shelf would be the same, so there would be 1 or 2 items in this small little section. So I couldn't tell if it was because it was a smaller Costco and they needed to fit more variety of products in, so they just refill them more frequently, or if it's because they had fewer backstock of items. Because I also noticed that the aisles were way wider apart, like way wider apart, especially in the freezer section. It was like they were missing a whole freezer and they had just kind of squished the stuff around. And then the other aisles, the regular aisles, were also way wider apart. Like there was an extra like cart width in between each aisle. Like normally you can fit 2 to 2.5 carts, 3 carts across, and this time it was more like 4 or 5 carts across. So I'm not sure. Put it in the comments, like, are you guys seeing that at your Costco? Was it just like this one Costco? Maybe because it's in a really much more urban. There's a lot of people that go to that Costco. It's very busy, so maybe they just have to do that in order to save space. I'm not sure. I haven't been there to this particular one in many years, so I could just not be remembering that it was always like that. But it was definitely very different from our regular Costco. And then the other thing I saw when I bought my lunch meat, they only had about 4 or 5 different varieties of lunch meat. They had this oven roasted turkey breast, and I got the last one, the absolute last one. And they only had 2 boxes stacked of it. And then they had roast beef, the Kirkland roast beef, which I almost bought, but I didn't. And then they had 2 other kinds that were like the kinds that are not as good, right? They didn't have the really good, that turkey that I normally get in the container, or they didn't have the 3-pack of ham, turkey, and honey ham, that one that I normally get. They didn't have any of the normal ones. They just had this. They had 1 pack of this, which I got. They had one the roast beef, the Kirkland roast beef, and then they had these weird brands that I haven't, like, I don't know. So it was definitely a change to see that as well. And this turkey was $14.78. So this was it? I honestly, I don't know if this was more or less than normal, because I usually don't buy this brand. I usually buy the regular brand. I'm not sure what brand it is actually now that I'm thinking about it, but I got Brussels sprouts. I forgot to get these at the beginning of the month. I like to have a bag of these in the fridge, and in the summer we make salad out of them. We just slice them really thin, like a shaved Brussels sprout salad, and in the winter we roast them. So they were $4.99, which is a really good deal. They are larger. I noticed like the actual Brussels sprouts are larger, but it's totally fine with me. I bought more celery. I ate the rest of that celery. This was $5.99. I really have been enjoying having those in the fridge just to munch on. So I bought more. That'll last me a long time. And then we're almost out of olives. We only have 3 cans left, friends. 3 cans is almost out for us because my kids will eat 2 cans in a week. So I bought more olives just because they were there and I didn't want to forget, and they were $10.99. And then we were almost out of the apples. We have some of the school apples that are not as good that I like to bake with, but we only have one. Well, when I bought these, we had 2 apples left. And I think right now I think I may have eaten the last one last night. So we needed some like eating apples and not baking apples. And these were $12.49, which is more than the sign said. I think I grabbed the wrong apples. So these are just organic galas, and I like to buy the ones in the cardboard box because it's less waste. But I may go to Grocery Outlet at some point this week and see if I can find some cheaper for $1 a pound, but I will not find organic at that price. And then the last thing that we bought was a bag of rice, this jasmine rice, and this is 50 pounds. We are out of jasmine rice. We did buy some basmati, I think, at Costco last time we went, but our kids didn't really like it. So, and I will be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'll eat it, but I like this jasmine rice a lot better. So we decided to buy a bag of this too. I think we have a 25-pound bag, or it's the cow roast one, I think. I can't remember, but this is our favorite one. So we bought a bag of this. It was way more expensive than the last time we bought it. So we probably buy this 50-pound bag maybe once a year. And we eat, a decent amount of rice. So this thing was $37.99, and last time we bought it, it was $28. So this rice has gone way up in price. We actually were not able to find it at our regular Costco, and that's one of the reasons why I went to this other one, is because I wanted to see if they had it, and they did not have a whole lot of it. They weren't close to being out, probably because the price has gone up so much, but they weren't like well stocked either. So I don't know. I know that there's supposed to be all these food shortages that are going to happen. I've definitely seen an increase in prices, and sometimes it's hard to find stuff, but I don't know if it's just because people are panicking and they're buying like extra rice, because I know they announced a few weeks ago like to buy rice if you wanted it now for the fall. I mean, we just happened to run out. And I don't buy like an extra, like I would never buy a second bag to store while we ate through this one, because it's so easy for rice to get contaminated. Like if you get a little bit of water in there or bugs or anything, and we've had really good luck. We've never had that happen, but I'll buy more when it gets down to about here, probably. I don't know. And maybe I should be stocking up more, but I don't want to store rice that long. So anyways, I'm not sure if it's shortage stuff or just supply chains. I don't know, but everything is up in price with inflation as well. We're not going to make our grocery total for this month. We also did a grocery outlet. My husband stopped last week, which I didn't film. I guess I probably could have filmed, but it was about $20 at grocery outlet. We bought rice cakes, cookies, and cereal, I think is what we bought. Just stuff that was like on really good sale that we tend to eat. Gluten-free Oreos are really expensive, and they're one of the few like treats that I can have. But so he found some at grocery outlet for $2.50 a pack instead of like $5 or $6 a pack. So we did buy a few of those. I'm gonna donate a couple of them to the one probably to the seniors, and then I was gonna make like a pie or some pie crust out of the rest of them, some of them for a barbecue when we have people over. So Oh, the one other thing that I bought that I didn't mention is milk. I bought some of the, let me see if I can get it out of the fridge. Okay, so I bought a pack of the A2 milk. When we're not getting free milk from the school, we get this A2 milk. And I bought this on Monday, and this is almost all the way gone. So my daughter must be drinking a lot of it. Because usually we don't go through milk that fast, and I've not been drinking it. This is really much easier on our stomachs. And I found that the kids can actually drink it instead of like the regular milk. So I did buy a 3-pack of that. It was, let me see, how much was the milk? Rice, olives, turkey. $12.49, which I think is pretty expensive for 3 half-gallons of milk. Usually we don't go through it that fast though, so, and these are good until September, so as long as we don't open it and let it sit, it should be fine. So yeah, we also got the milk. So our total once again was $202.85, and I think that with the grocery outlet run that we did, and these Luna bars, and then I guess my husband went to H Mart and got some sort of like, let me get that out of the fridge. I don't know what it is. I'm actually afraid to touch it because I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it. He got this stuff, chili stuff, spicy chili crisp from H Mart. That was, I guess, $10. I don't know. He's gonna look for the receipt and see how much it was for me, but I think that's gonna put us right at our budget of $600 for the month, maybe even a little bit over. I'm definitely noticing that this month, without getting the free lunches every week, that kind of helped out with our milk and our vegetables and our fruit, that we are definitely spending more. So it's the 14th of July. I don't anticipate needing to go to the store again before the end of the month, but I also think we probably need some fresh fruit, and we'll probably end up needing some fresh vegetables that last week. So I'm not sure if we're going to spend more this month or not. I would definitely like to get some nectarines and some cherries. We haven't had them yet this year. It'll depend on whether or not we can pick some at our friend's house. He has a bunch of cherry trees. I don't want, like, we have a bunch of raspberries, but from our garden that my kids have been picking every day. But I don't know. I feel like we probably will need something else, especially since, see, they have camp this week. Next week there's no camp, but we do have swimming lessons every single day. And then the 4 weeks after that, we do have camp again. So hopefully we have enough stuff for their lunches, because lunches when they're home versus lunches when they're at camp are completely different. Like, I gotta pack a lot of protein. That's why I bought this jerky. This will be gone at the end of the summer. And then, I don't know, we'll see. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Sorry, I got a little bit winded today. There's a lot going on in the world, and I don't know. I mean, you probably should have at least a month's worth of dry goods stocked up. We probably could scrape by for a month. I don't know if we would have enough of dry goods. I know we're not good at having like the pre-made meals ahead of time. We just don't eat them. Pre-made stuff, even chicken broth. I don't have any chicken broth pre-made, I don't think, anymore. I used up what I had, which was all stuff that I got from my mom's house when she moved out. So we just don't buy it. Maybe I should have some on hand. But let me know how you guys are doing with your groceries, if your spending has been higher than usual. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and have a great day.
Thank you for watching our July 11th, 2022 Costco haul and the Luna bars we bought from Amazon. I checked our total for the month, and it looks like we're actually closer to about $750, which is more than I thought we'd spent. Apparently, I don't remember how much we spent that first week at Costco this month, so we're definitely going to have to keep our eye on things. We did end up going to the store today, which I will film and then probably have posted tomorrow, our second run of the week. I'm just behind on filming. But we ended up getting some nectarines at Costco, and then I got some stuff for a recipe that I'm going to film either tomorrow or next week, making these chicken tacos that I found at Costco, like a cheaper homemade version of them. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and have a great day. Thanks.